Got another one hooked up here, and it's kind of interesting how this one got hooked up. We went a little bit here without catching a fish. And this is actually a pretty good fish, I think. We went a little bit without catching a fish, and what I did is I started playing with speed, but I didn't necessarily play with speed by going up and down on my speed on the trolling motor. What I started doing is a little bit of weaving. I had to get around this boat right here. And it was, I mean, they weren't in our way or anything. I was just coming down, and when I spun the boat, it actually slowed this side of the boat down a little bit. And as soon as you change speeds, a lot of times, what happens is that spinner either stopped and then started again and started pulling harder. Ooh, this is a good fish too. Or the spinner on the other side sped up, and that can very often be the trigger that makes fish bite. And this fish here, this is a real good fish actually. We're kind of, I got the foot pedal in the back. I was actually in the back. You know, when the wind comes up, I kind of like fishing in the back. It just gets a little bit more comfortable. Fish is close here, so let's get this guy in the boat. Oh yeah, it's a real nice eye. Look at that one. Got him. Another thing I want to point out too is not just speed. I mean, speed's important, okay? But color selection's really important too. We've been changing some spinners around here. As soon as I can get this guy to settle down, let me show you what I did. Yeah, he's a real good fish. But the color, what I was gonna say there is, sun came out. You see this little patch of blue sky above us? The sun comes out, clouds come over and cover the sun. You gotta pay attention to that and change colors. We actually just got the other rod here switched over to a silver because we were fighting this cloud cover, and it seemed like the bright colors just weren't going. I switched from a darker fathead color over to a perch pattern. As soon as we had this little bit of sunshine, that quick, this guy's caught. This guy's a nice enough fish that we're gonna let it go. This is a perfect spawning walleye. You know, that's the other thing I want to point out. As much as I love to catch fish, as much as I love to eat fish, you got to remember that for every one of these you let go, you probably have let a fish go that's going to spawn 1,000,000 eggs over a lifetime. So, you know, remember that and let some of the fish go too, because the best eaters are actually those ones that are 14 to 18 inches. Anything over that, it's a perfect fish to put back and let it spawn some of those other perfect eaters.